Alright, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah HaKodash. Double honors go out to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Shalom Barakim to you brothers and sisters out there. Alright, this is Brother Malachi from the Great Millstone Nashville camp, and Lord willing that this lesson is edifying unto the elect. I just wanted to go into this, into the MOTB. It's an in-transit lesson on the way to, work. But I'm gonna touch a little bit on that, and then also on persecution, because really they go hand in hand. They go together. Because those that do not conform to the image of the beast, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, mainly the elites, is who we're talking about here. Because the regular Joe Schmo Edomite, he don't know about the NWO. He doesn't know about the New World Order. He doesn't know about the CHIP, right, which is the MOTB. And then really this is the start of persecution. At least in terms of our so-called free speech, because we're not even allowed to say certain terms and phrases without our YouTube video being cut. Okay? Without our YouTube being cut. You can say, well, you guys could just move off of YouTube and go to a different platform. Well, first of all, Apostle R has already, made it known that Great Millstone also uses other platforms, really Odyssey. You got certain elders and brothers that are on there. Okay, so that's already a thing, but that's not really the point. Okay, the fact that we're being demonized, scrutinized on any platform, which ultimately all platforms are going to, get rid of the truth eventually. Even Odyssey, right? Because like it says in Amos, 8 and 11, the famine of the word. How people are going to run to and fro looking for the word of the Lord, and they're not going to find it. So pretty soon, whether it's YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, you go to the 10th search. Good Lord, Salaki. You could go to the 10th search page on Google when you look up some of these things about the truth and all that, and you're not going to find it. Okay? Which, when they bring this persecution come down on the prophets, you might even still have a Bible. But guess what? That information is not going to be being taught anymore. So you'll be able to read, which I don't know for sure. They might get rid of Bibles altogether. Esau might burn books like they did in, Fahrenheit 451 or something like that. But even if he leaves, King James Bibles, he could leave an Apocrypha even. The understanding is not going to be there because the prophets, the men of Yahweh Bashmel Shai, are not going to be teaching the word. Okay, so anyways, not to get too off topic there, what we're dealing with here is the elites, and they're going to bring this NWO, New World Order, agenda, which, that's probably going to get tagged under the bottom of the video. The New World Order is a conspiracy. Bro. Novos Ordo Seclorum. Alright, it's not no conspiracy theory. I'm pretty sure when you go into the definition of conspiracy, it is a conspiracy, but it's not a theory. It's a fact. Okay, and that's another tactic of Esau Edom to spread information and basically disband the truth. Which you can never disband the truth, for one. Alright, the elect are gonna cleave onto this word regardless of what type of false information Esau is putting out there, because like it says in Matthew 24, the elect aren't going to be deceived. Okay, Esau may try, but they're not going to be deceived. They're not going to fall victim to this beast. Okay, they're the 7,000, which is complete number, standing against, or not bowing the image to Baal. I was going to say standing against the system, but which really is the same idea. Alright, just like even with the time of who was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Antiochus Epiphanes, I believe. Antiochus, Antiochus, however you want to pronounce it. I'm not sure if they're, which one's proper. I think it's Antiochus, but either way, with 2 Maccabees 6 and 7, then you had Daniel, his 3 friends. We all know that story, how they were, Daniel's 3, well, Daniel was cast into the lion's den in his life, I believe, twice? And one of those times was because, well, really both was because he didn't want to serve idols. Or no, one was because he didn't want to serve idols. The other one was because he was found praying to Yahweh Shemel Shai. And I believe a couple heathens wanted to get him caught up in it, because they were envious of him, So the idea of Israelites bucking up against, an idolatrous system, or a forceful system that especially Esau, which back to the time of Nebuchadnezzar in Babylon, that was Hamites. All right, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was. Well, I'm just not even going to say that, just to play it safe. But they were definitely Hamites, right? And then the Greeks, we know, is Esau, Edom. The Romans, Esau, Edom, and now here we are still with Rome revived. Right, this is the fourth beast. The womb was healed, so Rome was never fully done away with, if you will, because that's why they had, 14th century, 15th century, around that time. After the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages, they had the Renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth. What is it the rebirth of? Rome, essentially. The rebirth of Esau, Edom coming back into power, and he's been in power ever since. We've seen what that's caused. Right, that's why Revelations, 11 and 18 is coming into play. The nations are angry. Not even just the men of the Lord. These other nations are getting fed up with Esau, Edom, and his tactics. All right, and this is going to be one of his big tactics. But like it says, Revelations 3 and 10, how Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to keep us from the hour of temptation, but it's going to come upon the whole world. All right, the word there for world is oikumene, which is the whole inhabited planet, the whole earth. So everybody's going to have to make a decision at the end of the day. Are you going to conform or not? And the thing is, if you don't have Yahweh Shemel Shai, you might as well just conform. If you don't want to serve, first of all, if you're a heathen, you don't have, you're through regardless, okay? But if you're an Israelite, you heard this word, you rejected it, you hate Yahweh Shemel Shai, like it says, Proverbs 8:36, all they that hate me love death. You might as well go ahead and get chipped up. You might as well go ahead and live it up. If you don't want to put your trust and faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai and serve him, you're not going to be able to be taken care of and provided for in that time of need. Okay? Damn semi almost ran me off the road. Scraped the truck. Shit. Anyways, he's probably just tired or something. Shit, I don't know. He's bugging out. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, everybody's gonna have to make a decision. And in our, Yahweh Ratazah, we remain in the decision that we made, but we're deciding, hey, forget this. We're about to serve Yahweh Shemel Shai. We're going to dwell in that secret place spoken about in Psalms 91. We want to serve Yahweh Shemel Shai. We want to be protected. We want to have the mark of exemption, not the mark of the beast. We want to have Thawa, or Ezekiel 9 and 4, which is a spiritual mark which represents his knowledge, which is why it mentions that it's in your forehead, because it's not literally on your forehead. Now, the mark of the beast, isn't just the RFID or NFC if you're in Europe microchip. It's also the Neuralink. Any chip implant, whether they're putting in your brain, your left hand, your right hand, your leg, your fucking butt cheek, it doesn't make a difference. It does not change anything. You are still conforming, and you're showing your badge of servitude towards your God, essentially, which is Esau Edom. The God of this world has blinded your mind. The fact that Jake thinks the only way he can continue to live is through Esau Edom shows how down bad we are. It shows just how through Jake is, man. So we're all gonna have to make that decision in that day. And since the whole world, especially America, is gonna be centered around the New World Order, if you're not going to conform to any part of it, then you're gonna be done. You know? You're gonna be done, because they're trying to show you that they rule and you're their slave. So if you're not willing to get this brand, if you will, you're not going to be able to buy or sell, like it says in Revelation 13, which shows us that it's a physical thing, right? It's not an ideology, it's not Christianity, right? It's not a white woman. That doesn't even make any damn sense, all right? And then shit, you want to go off, you want to talk about women, all right? The so-called white woman is in better order than our women, than Jake. So make sense of that. You're saying the white women are the mark of the beast. Well, first of all, that doesn't make any damn sense. Because, for one, man carries the seed. The woman doesn't even determine the race of the child. She can, alter the looks of the child, but the man's seed. But at the end of the day, it's still the man's seed, and it's still an Israelite. So, I mean, what is the negative connotation of having a so-called white woman as a girlfriend, as a concubine or whatever? A lot of you guys are just soft, man. That's what it comes down to. You have the camps. You're not built for this. And I'm not saying that like I'm built for this. Yaharatazah, we're of the elect. Us that actually believe. But you can't swallow the whole roll. And then a lot of you guys, you took a fucking bag. You took a bag. Well, guess what? That bag is, that bag. I mean, you're basically like modern day Judas, man. You damn sellouts. You took that bag, and then in that day, when all hell breaks loose, and Esau wants to chop your head off too, just for you being black, for you being an Israelite, you're gonna be, oh man, fuck this money. It wasn't worth it. Well, it's too late now. It's too late. Because a lot of you are in the spirit of Satan, which, and it just shows John 8:44. Year of your father devil. You guys act just like Edomites. You swear you hate Esau, but then turn around and act just like him. That's the irony of it. You're carnal, right? You're murderous. You're all about money, filthy lucre sake. You're a liar. You hate your brother. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys, man? But anyways, for us that don't take that MOTB, we're going to be outcasted of society, which Yahweh forbid we take it, any form of it. I don't give a fuck if it's the brain chip, your hand, whatever. I'm not getting that, Yahweh forbid. Because we know, like it says in Revelation 14, the end of that is death. You're going to be destroyed in that lake of fire. You want to get Sarah Connor? Be my guest. I don't want to feel death by pain to get to the kingdom and then have that period of shame. Head down. Here it is, you just ate 5 missiles because you wanted to eat a bag of Lay's. You're fucking weak. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like Job's wife said, that crazy bitch. She said, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Some of our women are going to be like that. Kids, family members. What, you're not going to take it? You're going to still do this Israelite thing? You're starving. You haven't eaten in 2 days. Okay. Back in the faith, we used to go on 24-hour fast. What? The Day of Atonement. What difference does that make? I mean, at the end of the day, Yahweh Shema Shai is the one that decides whether you eat or not. He controls all things. The scriptures tell us in Sirach, it's nothing for him to make a poor man rich. So he can take a homeless man and turn him into Bill Gates. Turn him into Bill Gates over the span of fucking 5 minutes. But you don't think Yahweh Shema Shai is going to feed you? Because what does it tell us in Numbers? He's not a man that he should lie. He's not a man that he should lie. So he said, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. So what do we have to worry about? Now, of course, that's much easier said than done. You know, we're in the flesh, and anxiety is, you know, a hell of a trait. But we have to overcome ourselves. You know, we have to put ourselves aside. You might not even go 2 days without food. You might have a meal every day. Now, of course, we're going to be tested, but all of us brothers are going to be tested in different aspects. You don't know. Everybody's going to have a different story to tell. It's not like there's a specific protocol that every brother is going to follow down the, you know, for their story. Everybody's going to have different trials that they're going to go through in that time. Everybody's going to have, you know, different reactions, you know, different interactions, all that. You know, it's going to be a hell of a story to tell. You know, once we get to the kingdom, we endure. But we have to get there. And we have to get there through much tribulation, Acts 14 and 22. And that tribulation is mainly going to come through us not conforming to the image of this beast, for not taking the MOTB. But that's okay. And the worst that's going to happen to you is they're going to capture you. You know, they might dirty you up a little bit. You know, they might not even do that. You know, we don't know. All right, until you get there. You know, but the worst that's going to happen is, hey, behead them. Fuck it. Yeah, bring that rusty guillotine out the closet and just take our heads off. I mean, regardless, you win. That's the thing. You know, don't take this thing too seriously, man. Lord willing, you receive what I'm saying when I'm saying this. Don't take it too seriously. This is a movie, man. Play your role. Just serve Yahweh Shema Shai. Romans 15 and 4. These things were written aforetime for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. We have all these examples of righteous men and even women that stood bold for Yahweh Shema Shai. Follow suit. This is just a big video game, a big movie, man. Just serve the Lord and take whatever, you know, whatever you got to do. Just get to the end of the movie, get to the end of the game. You're going to be rewarded for that. Shit, you never know, man. You might get rewarded even more than you would have since you got beheaded. You don't know. And then you can fuck around and get I'm just showing, you know, just saying that no matter what, we're good. Okay? You might get beheaded months before Yahweh Shai comes back. So you get to sit in a chariot and chill for the last few months. You know? You might not feel anything. Right? Or the Lord might teleport you, you know, to some remote location, you know, to an abandoned bunker. You don't know. You don't know, but if you don't put your trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, you're never going to get that opportunity to find out what he has in store for you. The Lord is not always bringing bad, evil, judgment. You don't know. There's a balance. There's going to be miracles in that day. We understand that the enemy is going to come in like a flood. We understand that you depart from evil, you make yourself a prey. But at the end of the day, nobody can do anything to you unless it's sanctioned by the Lord. And don't ever sin foolishly with your lips. Once again, play your role in the movie. All right, we know there's a script. We know it's all orchestrated. Cool. Don't think like that in that aspect. Oh, the Lord wanted me to get tortured. The Lord did this. Why did you do? No. Don't do that. All right, play your role, man. This is bigger than you, and you're not going to understand that. Especially not right now in these bodies. Jake can barely understand the simplest concepts. How the hell are we going to understand that? You know? But you just got to trust Yahweh Shema Shai. Trust the Lord. Apply, which that's the same thing as applying faith. You know what? Walk in the scripture. Walk in the spirit. You're going to be okay. Ultimately, our enemies are going to behold us going up into the cloud. You know, those chariots. They're not going to be able to do anything. We're going to be saved from our enemies. Then in the kingdom of heaven, the same people that were your enemies, now they're your slaves. What are you worried about? Alright, so that's just something I wanted to put up. You know, Lord willing, it was edifying. I pray it was. Before I close, I want to give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Ercha HaKodash. Double honors go out to our apostles, Elders Great Millstone. Shalom.